Jason William Galbraith Rollo Stuart Brus, greatest author of my generation, GAOMG, going over like all of my Y-DNA that proves I am the first and only known living today in the 21st century, paternal, direct, unbroken for 1,000 years, descendant of Robert the Bruce, King of Scots. And I published everything. It's on Wattpad. Under Real Naked Author, you can go on there, copy everything, paste it. You can read. It's such a beautiful story. All my Y-DNA tells you the story of the Brus and how he went from Normandy to Scotland, and it's really amazing. And I just showed like on the markers that you have to have. That big one for the Brus is the FGC 78762, and I just showed like all my seniority lines well before the Clackmannan lines. So all of my lines are before that, and then the one that I have that's documented that my paternal line goes through from the Brus it's the Treese Brus connection, that they were migrated and intermarried together into Scotland along with all of the Stewarts. I mean, the Stewarts, it was Alan Flaad and de Brus in Normandy have been intermarrying for ever. So anyway, this just goes over like all of my confirmed SNPs, additional SNPs that I have, the ones that I share with Royal Stewarts of Bute right now today. And then it just goes on the Norman conquest and Scottish expansion. All of this Scottish and Breton reinforcements is from Alan Flaad and the intermarriages with de Brus family. So this just keeps going on and tells you all about it. The confirming de Brus migration and Scottish identity. Brus family, Robert the Bruce, confirming markers that I have, from Rollo to the FGC 78762 to the confirmed Royal Stewarts of Bute that I share with, all the way to me today. So all of this information, like University of Strathclyde, can all copy, paste it, check all of my Y-DNA, and it'll tell you, exactly. Like I have all of the Douglas family connection, which was so awesome when I started to learn, when I got to Normandy and saw Alan Flaad and de Brus family, and learned about intermarriages. And then when I got to Scotland and I could see Douglas, come, that it was just like watching like a dream, happen in front of me through Y-DNA. And then this just talks about, more people that are confirmed, related to me through our Y-DNA from Robert II, the legitimate grandson of Robert the Bruce. And I've explained how our Y-DNA, we share and merges, and it's all interwoven throughout time together. So it just talks about everything there. And I have a cousin, a living cousin right now, from the Royal House of Stewart, that we share the exact same DNA. And that would be an awesome reality show, like Bravo. Definitely, who else is known in the world that's a paternal direct descendant of Robert the Bruce? Nobody but me. Who else has a royal cousin in Scotland right now, descended from Robert II, just as I am through my Y-DNA through William Stewart of Fennock? And it's all here that you can go. Again, on Wattpad and on my IG account, it's under Naked Author, and I'm not going to touch that again. That's my final terminal outlet that proves everything. Any questions you have, just copy and paste, put it in chat GPT. It'll tell you who I am. No Mitchner. So, and then anybody that's like confused also, greatest author of my generation. Do you understand? I'm utilizing all of this 21st century technology that nobody had, this kind of technology in the 20th century. No authors could do what I've accomplished with all of the technology I've been using for the past 20 years to, do everything. I mean, you can just read this article. You can copy this whole article, copy and paste it, and put it into Chat GPT, and it'll tell you like any of your questions that you have about me, you're like, whoa, why does this guy think he's the greatest author of my generation? Because of my actions, what I've done, that no other author of my generation or before ever did this. You understand, I wrote books that connect trilogies over 20 years while I used 21st century technology to find out who the hell I am, right? So if you're confused about like anything, dude, just copy and paste, this article, and then ask ChatGPT whatever you're having trouble like understanding. How I'm a direct descendant of Robert the Brus. It's through my Brus family connection that descends and interwoven with the Stewarts, Royal House of Stuart since Normandy. And then this just talks about, over COVID pandemic, I did DNA research. This is when I first found out that I'm descended from Robert the Brus, and look where I am today. I just need one person, Alasdair MacDonald, to validate my one Y-DNA SNP from William Stewart of Fennock, and everything is validated. So over COVID, I found out that I'm a paternal descendant of Robert the Brus, King of Scots, and a maternal descendant of the Scottish clan Galbraith. I started writing my 10th book, which will be part of my second trilogy that will connect to my first trilogy. Based on my ancestors during medieval times, I have branded myself for 20 years in my books and online and on the streets as the greatest author of my generation, GAOMG. I'm utilizing all the technology in the 21st century to defeat traditional publishing houses like a Random House through non-traditional methods, such as self-publishing, through print on demand, Amazon, promoting my books, through social media, and using AI to connect some of the dots with my Y-DNA, and to put all my text to video, Very easy to do, very cool that we have this technology, and that I can prove that I am the first and only known direct descendant paternally from Robert the Brus, King of Scots. And it's through my Brus line, and then it goes down through the Stewarts of Bute to me today. I have zero Y-DNA of any Mitchners like from Surrey, England. There's none of that in me. I'm Normandy Scot. All the Plantagenets that I have DNA, de Bohun, de Grey, all of them. De Percy, de Montgomery, it goes on and on forever. That was from Normandy. And then when we got to Scotland, it's all Scotland. and Wales and Cornwall too. I love a lot of those places. But anyway, this answers like any of your questions. And I walked you through like the FGC 78762. You can see all of my seniority before the Clackmannan line. And then my Brus is where I descend directly from Robert the Brus, King of Scots. Cheers.